You know, this would have been a great opportunity for them to give me wireless mobile services, but they don't even offer that anymore. They stopped doing that in February or March. Boost Mobile used to have wireless internet. You could buy their services and buy a box. You could have internet on the road, but they stopped doing it in like February or March of this year, which is crazy to me because it must have not have worked. Is that it's not working. And so all the people that were with Boost Mobile that had wireless internet, I'm wondering if the service was so bad that they canceled the whole service. They only offered it for like 9 months. They had wireless internet. They offered you the service. You buy the box and the service with it. You pay a flat fee every month so that you have wireless internet. All of a sudden, March of this past year, or February, I talked to a guy at the Boost Mobile store. He said that they were going to stop it. I'm wondering if it's because the service was so bad, just like their cell phone service, and that's why they stopped doing it, because they offered it for a short period of time. That park sucked. It sucked big time. There were no rooms. There was nowhere for you to skate. There was nothing but woods. I love how these cities, they're like, yeah, we're going to build you a park. And they literally just put in a parking lot in some woods. And they're like, yeah, it's a park. Like, what? You know how awesome some parks are? Like, tell me that you wanted donations without, wanted donations, because they get money. These parks, there's people. My papa went to his grave giving money to people, like he did. The Shriners, y'all know the Shriners thing. He gave money to them. He gave money to multiple children's hospitals. He gave money to parks and recreations every year for the city that he lived in. So they get funding, okay, state funding, they get government funding, and then they get donations. And I just find it humorous that the best they could do was pave a parking lot in the middle of some woods. Your tax dollars hard at work on that black tar pavement, honey. Hannah Park, nothing will ever beat Hannah Park. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Well, actually, Zachary National Forest is a good one too. And I don't know if it's called National Forest. It's Zachary State Park, and it's in Key West, Florida. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. 10 out of 10. Like, top of the line, one of the nicest parks you will ever go to. Concession stands, beach chairs, like, nice. Okay, it's like a 5-star resort in a park. You can't beat it. I know that this is like the woods, but still, bro, you could have had a children's like play set out there. You can have a concession stand. You can have, you know what I mean? There's so much that you can add. And it was just pavement in the middle of the woods. Okay. The pictures look so different too. I got catfished on a park. That park cat. I heard the audio recording of Colton Gray talking to investigators when he was interrogated back in like May or March of last year over his son making to the high school. And he sounded like, oh my God, there's so much I have to tell y'all. That's what we got to do. We got to find Wi-Fi. This is ridiculous. I just called and added Wi-Fi. I just added Wi-Fi. Data. I just added it. And it's still a piece of shit. There's so much. Okay, where do I start? So the FBI had showed up at Colton Gray's house last year because Colt Gray, his son, who was the kid that did the shooting in Georgia, his son was on a video game making threats to people. He was saying, oh, I'm going to show up to your middle school and shoot it up. That's what he was saying over the video game. So it was there was so much concern behind it that the FBI actually showed up to interrogate Colton and Colt. You can hear in the video, because there's body cam footage, I suppose, or it was recorded by investigators. You can hear that the dad is making excuses for his son. His dad is saying, yeah, he faces a lot of bullying. Okay, well, how about you teach your kid how to be a kid and he won't get bullied? Like, you can look at the kid and tell why he was bullied. Maybe if you guide your child, he won't get bullied. I'm not saying that's going to make all bullies go away, and you guys know that I deal with bullies on a daily basis, but what I am saying is that clearly he had some kind of issue going on. Now we find out that he was writing about transgenderism and all kinds of stuff. So I was right in my assessment yesterday. He did have more going on than what investigators have told us. And I'm sure that they don't want that part getting out, just like with the Cooks case when he took a shot at President Trump. There's a lot of information that the public still doesn't know. And it's clear to tell that he was going through something, okay? Both of them. But the aunt who is off her rocker, there's an aunt of Colt Gray. So it's the sister of Colton, the father of the shooter. His sister got on social media yesterday, y'all. Oh my God. I've got the screenshots of what she posted on Facebook. I went and found it. I'm going to read those to you guys because it's just absolutely disheartening to see how people think in real time. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it was not a shock to anybody in that family that this boy committed that murder, that he did that shooting. It was not a surprise to anybody. What does that tell you? That tells you that the family knew something was not right with the boy. It's crazy to think that that family feels like they're the victim, but they do. They do. The whole family feels like Colt is the victim in all of this. I just want you to know that. I'm going to read you guys some of these screenshots. It's crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. I genuinely, in my opinion, like I said, I feel like they wanted the kid to do it because otherwise, why would you buy a gun? This is what they want. Yo, I'm going to get off here and call Boost Mobile back again and bitch them out. Look at the deer. Deer in broad daylight. It was two baby deers. I'm going to come. Love you guys. Sorry.